So this is the new car for the channel, an Audi TT Quattro. So this is my new Audi TT Quattro. So this is the car itself, and I have to say I really love the look of this thing. It definitely lives up to that sporty coupe vibe, and I'm loving it. So this is not the S-Line version, but it does still look amazing. So on the S-Line you get kind of chunkier side skirts and a different front bumper, but it still looks sporty even without that. So taking a look at the rear of the car, the only thing I kind of feel like I'm missing out with by not having the S-Line is that the S-Line diffuser comes out a little bit further across and it looks a little bit different. But regardless, we're going to be changing things up on this car anyway, so I don't think that's too big an issue. But honestly, with the chrome fill cap and the wheels and everything, I know people sometimes say it looks like a bit of a baby R8. I think that might be pushing it a little bit in my opinion, but it still does look amazing. So the wheels that I have on this are 18-inch wheels, and yes, you can get 19-inch, you can even get 20-inch wheels for this car that definitely make it look a little bit better. But like I said, this is the stock version. It's kind of the base version. It's not even S-Line. So it comes with these 18-inch wheels. I personally like the look of these wheels. I really do. And of course, at some point in the future, we're probably going to change it up anyway. So it doesn't matter too much for now. This car has some beautiful body panel lines that follow it from the front of the car right round to the back that gives it that really sporty feel. Now, the white colour of this car wasn't my first choice, but I'm actually really happy with it because it really accentuates those contours on the car and makes it look a lot better than it probably would do in black. So let's talk quickly about the interior of this Audi TT. So although the outside was an S-Line spec, the person who originally bought this car opted in for the S-Line interior. So that means you get the S-Line steering wheel with the flat bottom, as well as these half leather, half Alcantara seats, and they are really nice. I'm really happy that the person who originally bought this decided to go for these, because I think it makes a huge difference to the car. So in addition to that kind of Alcantara on the seats, we have some here on the side door panels, and there's this kind of like almost brushed aluminium kind of style to the door handles, and the center console as well is all the same. And I personally really like this look to the car. I think the interior is definitely one of my favorites. So this doesn't have an armrest here. It kind of feels a bit like it's missing a little bit. You can opt in. It was part of the comfort package when you first bought the car. To be honest, apparently most people when I've looked online said that the armrest was too low down and too far back to actually be any use while you're driving, so I don't think that's too big of an issue. We also have the digital dash, which is really good. I think considering this car was from 2015, it was a bit ahead of its time. It definitely stays up to date with kind of the modern cars, and they're even still using the same digital dash in the current TTs, so it doesn't feel outdated in any way, shape or form. Now, I kind of feel like this car is basically a two-seater. I don't know if you can see behind there, but unless your legs are literally 2D, there's no way you're fitting back there. Even a child could not fit their legs in the back there. It is very tight. I mean, you can put the seat right forward. You could maybe just about fit someone in, but only for a very short journey. No chance you fit them in for a long journey. So yeah, but the seats do look really nice, and these seats do go down, which gives you a massive boot space. Now, this car isn't meant to be practical, but you can definitely fit a lot in the boot, which does come in handy. So that is it for the interior of this car. Let's talk a little bit more about the performance. So I'm just going to run you through some of the performance specifications for this TT model. So it's the 2-litre turbocharged inline-4 engine, that is the TFSI engine, and it has 220 brake horsepower and 258 pound-per-feet torque. The transmission is a 6-speed automatic with manual shifting mode known as the S-Tronic with Audi, and it has a 0 to 60 of approximately 5.3 seconds. So this thing definitely has some pace. And of course, I had to go with the Quattro version, as that gives this car all-wheel drive, gives it that much faster acceleration and gives it that much better feel. Quattro was kind of a must for me when going for this Audi TT. So looking at the kind of fuel economy, it's basically an estimated, around the city you get 22 miles per gallon. On the motorway you get 31 miles per gallon, probably a little bit better than that. And combined around 25 miles per gallon. Now it depends how you drive, if you put it in efficiency mode, etc. But let's be honest, we don't buy an Audi TT for its miles per gallon. Part of the reason we buy it is for that lovely DSG fart sound that you hear every time you upshift. So I've got loads of ideas floating around in my head of what I want to do to the car, but let me know down in the comments, what would you like to see, and did you think I made a good choice on the car? But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like and think about subscribing so that you don't miss any of the future content coming up.
You're